It's late morning, early afternoon on a Wednesday at 80 Ray Street in Holyoke, and while Marianne Benz quietly puts the final coat of glaze on her ceramics, next door it sounds like there's a party going on, albeit a very well-behaved party. The units in this building are home to several local artists who tend to keep to themselves. But here at Debra Dunphy's art studio and gallery, it's a place where people not only learn to paint, or learn to paint better, but also have fun and enjoy the camaraderie in the process.
I wanted a place where people can feel welcome and safe. And, I wanted people to feel good about themselves and be productive. Have fun, meet people, and learn something.
It's been a long journey from her days of working in the fishing industry back in New Bedford to establishing herself as the kind of artist with a waiting list of people wanting to take her classes. And so far, the retention rate is pretty high.
I've been here about 7 years. Found Debra at the Windsor Palette and Brush Club when she came and did a demo for us. And we liked what she did at the club, so we decided we would sign up for painting lessons.
But while Betty and her husband have been regulars in class for several years, Dunphy does almost no advertising for her classes. So if there are going to be any new members, it's usually through word of mouth, or happenstance, as it was in the case of Bruce Gendron.
This is a framing shop in West Springfield, and he had, Debra paints animals, and he had a couple of portraits of dogs up there, and her card was there. So we started talking, and he said, she's very good, she has classes, and that's where I heard about her.
The workspace may be elbow to elbow these days, but there was a window of time when things looked bleak. It was during this time that these students showed that this is more than just some class. This is their community, and Debra Dunphy is the reason that they keep coming back.
You can do it. You can do it. They've been so great. They've been very helpful to me during the pandemic, because I had to close my group for a while, so that was really tough. But they were right there for me. They were still sending me checks, to keep the classes going, because they wanted to make sure I was still here. And I don't know, it's just, I love them all, and I've had them here for years. My oldest one, not oldest person, but the one that's been with me the longest is Bernadette, and she was with me for 20 years.
And that 20-year run in Western Massachusetts started right here in this section of Holyoke for Dunphy, just not on this side of the water. For the longest time, the building just on the other side of the canal here served as the arts hub in town. In fact, Debbie Dunphy was there for 10 years before coming here in 2013. And just within the past few years, this little stretch of buildings here on Ray Street has become the new hotspot.
This is the best class that I've had in a long time. I mean, it's very friendly, we learn a lot. She takes interest in each student and how they progress. And she's keyed into every student, no matter what level you are.
There does appear to be one element serving as the thread that ties this community together, and it's not proper brushstrokes or use of negative space. Its sounds emanate from this little device here, and it often sets the tone for the entire class.
Debra always has music on, so if it's something that, we're not all the same age, but roughly within a century or two, So when something comes on, the heads start nodding. They recognize this tune right away, all set to belt out the chorus, So it's fun.
If you come in and you're all worked up and tight, by the time you leave here, you're feeling good.
I want them to feel fulfilled, like they came and they got something out of it. I want them to walk out half an hour later and still feel good about it and not feel any bad vibes. I just want good vibes.